Oh, hello there, just having a read of the Argos catalogue, and behind that, of course, it's my book, Hark, the Biography of Christmas. It's Paul Corenza here, and I'm just doing this fact vent calendar of Christmas facts between now and Christmas Day itself. So today is December the 3rd, and it's Giving Tuesday, which is encouraging people to give money to charities. I thought it'd be quite nice to have a sort of a Giving Tuesday kind of fact. So this is about A Christmas Carol, which of course actually spiked charitable giving just a few months after the book was published. There was actually a report of a boom in charitable giving. I thought I'd give you this little quote from William Makepeace Thackeray, who was a rival of Dickens. He wrote Vanity Fair. He read it, and even though he wanted to hate it, he said, "A Scotch philosopher who nationally does not keep Christmas Day, on reading the book, sent out for a turkey and asked 2 friends to dinner." And that is a fact. So the words of Thackeray there. And yeah, whatever you're doing on Giving Tuesday, give a bit of money, because Christmas and charitable giving have been linked for hundreds of years, really, but especially since the boom of charities like Salvation Army, encouraging that focus in on the Christmas season and charitable giving. Since church boxes, the charitable boxes, became Boxing Day and the boxes went away. That was the day when workers could expect a bit of extra money, perhaps, on Boxing Day, and the name came in as the boxes went. So instead, let's put our money in those boxes or take it out of our account and move it into someone else's who needs it. This Giving Tuesday. Another Christmas fact tomorrow.
Nearly Christmas Day, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello? Hey, Junior, Merry Christmas!
Hey, it's me, Dexter, from Dexter's Laboratory. Welcome back to Christmas 2022, because today is day 3. We're taking a look at the top 10 gifts for gamers that they will actually like. So without further ado, let's do the science experimenting of the games.
A speedy recovery.
That's remarkable.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 gifts for gamers that they will actually
Oh,
like.
the gifts for the gamers! But you're gonna play this game with technology! As I'm saying.
For this list, we'll be looking at solid gifts centered around video games. If you see anything you like, you can support our channel by checking out the links in the description below.
Still love it!
Number 20, Switch Accessories Starter Kit.
Ooh, from Evo Retro, the Switch, the Nintendo Switch.
Many people have been picking up the Switch in recent years, with approximately 68 million units sold worldwide. And what better way to impress a Switch
That
owner
game
than with
is
Evo
so
Retro's
wild.
Starter Kit Accessories Pack?
I mean, go get it! Get technology!
The pack comes complete with a carrying case, charging cable,
Go
headphones,
subscribe.
a stylus pen,
Join the
Joy-Con
notification
grips,
bell.
tempered glass protector,
But
cleaning cloth,
still
and
outta
numerous
here,
game card
y'all.
holders, among other things. It's a perfect gift for those who prove a little
Can't
careless or
wait
messy
to
with their
see
expensive
this.
belongings, and it'll
And
only
that.
run you $30.
Whoa, that game is so thumbs
Number
up.
19.
Sega Genesis Mini. The Sega Genesis is back, baby.
Mini consoles have become a fad in recent years, and in 2019, Sega released their anticipated Sega Genesis Mini. Obviously based on their iconic console from the late 80s and 90s, the Mini comes equipped with 42 Genesis games, including Altered Beast, Earthworm Jim, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Street Fighter II Special Champion Edition.
What? It's easy to try this on.
These games are still fun
This
today,
game
and they
is
make
so
for wonderful nostalgic items for 90s
crazy!
kids everywhere. The Mini is a bestseller
Okay.
on Amazon, where it runs a decent
I know
$50.
Sonic the Hedgehog is a
Fuel
game.
your friends' nostalgia or
I thought
introduce your
so.
children to a piece of gaming history. Either way, the Sega Genesis Mini is a
Genesis done.
surefire hit.
Fantasy Star 4, Streets of Rage 2, Shining Force, and many more. Only with the Genesis Mini. 30 years young.
Number 18, Retro Arcade Handheld.
Cool, tiny game. My got systems to play.
If you want to
But
go
who
even
did
more
I
retro,
know?
may we suggest the My Arcade
That's a mini
Retro Machine.
arcade machine.
This is a tiny arcade cabinet
That's
coming
a
in at
tiny
just 6
arcade.
inches in height. It operates on batteries and contains a 2.5-inch color screen. It also comes equipped with 200 preloaded arcade-style games.
What's still got a success?
These aren't well-known games like Pac-Man or Super Mario Brothers, but they do contain similar gameplay. The machine also
That's
has functioning
similar.
joysticks and buttons to simulate
Still
the
gotta
old-school
love
feeling of a
this.
real arcade machine.
Am I gonna
It's
time
perfect for breaks
for
at the
now?
office, and it gives you something to do other than scrolling through your phone during your free time. The My Arcade Retro will run buyers $30.
That is 1 by 1. Nice game.
Number 17.
Arcade 1-Up cabinets. Who's ready for some gaming?
If you want something a little more authentic and name brand, then Arcade 1-Up cabinets are your thing. Warning, they are quite
Well,
expensive,
do your
so maybe
thing,
tag team
as
with a
I'm
couple of friends.
suggesting.
These are legit 5 feet tall arcade cabinets, complete with a 17-inch LCD display, a
Bring
light-up
home the
marquee, and
arcade.
original artwork, and Wi-Fi-enabled games that allow you to play online.
Arcade 1-Up has done an amazing job at capturing the essence of Street Fighter II and turning it into a system that anyone can bring
The
home.
Arcade 1-Up.
Arcade 1-Up. Let's go. Let's play.
The
These
Today
cabinets
Show.
come in the form of numerous games, including NBA Jam,
Gonna
Space
bring home
Invaders,
the
and the
arcade.
original Pac-Man.
Your favorite
The
games
prices
are
vary
back.
depending on the cabinet, but most are valued somewhere in the $400 to $600
That's the
range.
mostest thing I
Dad,
understand.
how do I know the ghosts? Dad.
Number 16, video game decor.
Super Mario Brothers. Still got
When all else fails, you can
technology.
never go wrong with video game decor.
Still
Some
glow in
can
the
be
dark.
practical, like the Minecraft storage cube. that
I
will run
never
you
before
$35.
seen that, actually.
Others can be a bit more decorative. The good thing about decor is that you can go as cheap or as expensive as you want.
Battery's
Some things
not
like
included.
lamps and posters can
The
be found for
NES
quite
lamp?
cheap. Others, like decorative statues, can run you a bit more money.
That's a collectible. See for yourself.
Another good thing about decor is that you can get creative and
Still
personal.
trying.
We're not saying a Minecraft storage unit is for everyone, but if your friend was looking for storage units and they're a fan of Minecraft,
Still love that.
there are a ton of options out there, so get looking.
Keep looking. Minecraft box.
Number 15, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2.
Still got a skateboards.
2020 saw the
Still
release
control.
of some good games, including Vicarious Vision's Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. The game is a remaster of the first 2 iconic games in the series, complete with modernized handling controls from the source code and redone art assets in 4K.
Utterly escaped. Winning.
The great thing about this title is that it works for both old and new game players. People nostalgic for the glory days of Tony Hawk would be happy to receive this brilliant remaster. And gamers who haven't
Whoop,
played the game
never
will
heard
be
Happy
interested in
Death.
seeing what all the fuss
Good
is
old
about.
Happy Thoughts.
The game single-handedly saved the Tony Hawk franchise.
Bring
and can
me
be found
this-
for a
bring me
bargain,
this show up.
$39.99.
Up, it's coming.
Number 14, gaming headsets.
Oh yeah, but still got a technology.
Which gamer would not enjoy a good gaming headset?
Still got a
Much like
headphones.
Decor, headsets drastically range in price, so you
Still
can
got
choose
a
to go as
range
cheap
on
or as
that
expensive
one.
as you want. Good gaming headsets with excellent
Clickety
user
clack on
reviews
the
can be found
bones,
for as
I'm
low as
telling you.
$25, including MPOW Air SE and Runmus. The latter being Amazon's #1 bestseller.
Well,
in
stay
PS4
tuned
headsets.
for the story time. Will be right after the video ends. Well, let's just take a look at the Disney storybook.
Of course, you can
But
get
I'm
expensive
telling
with it,
you,
like the $90
Disney
Razor package with
storybook
THX
is
7.1
on!
surround. Or if you want to get real crazy with it, the $250 Audio Technica ATH
mission control,
G1WL. No matter what you go with,
No
you can't
matter
lose with
what.
this gift.
Is it? You know what?
Take that. Uh-oh.
That's a
Number
dream.
13, solid state external hard drive.
Say goodbye to hard drives. Get a new ones. The Sensen
If the recipient is
SSD.
a serious gamer, then they will more than welcome an additional hard drive. Game files are getting larger and larger. And
Sad
PCs can only hold so much
son.
data. In come the external hard drives the same day.
You can turn it on.
The Samsung SSD 860 EVO is a fantastic pick.
Well,
and they
that's
come in
the
a wide
one heck of
variety
the tech.
sizes. There's a
I'm
250
telling
gigabyte
you.
version for $50, 500 gigabyte versions for $53, 1 terabyte versions for $120, and even 4 terabyte versions for $500.
Don't
These
forget
hard drives are
freedom,
more
I'm
than
telling
capable of
you.
storing and rendering 4K video, so they're perfect for the modern gaming and
Every
movie watching landscape.
Every video has its own. But where's the Nintendo Max coming from? As
Number
I'm telling
12,
you,
Super Mario 3D All-Stars.
Super Mario. It's a classic edition.
Another remaster,
It's Mario!
Super Mario 3D All-Stars makes the perfect gift for those with a Switch. Commemorating the 35th anniversary of the Mario series, this collection comes equipped with high-def ports and 3 classic titles: Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy.
There's no need to talk about that. Has this come out?
The games
And Super
received
Mario
praise
Galaxy's
for
come out
their
in
technical
2007,
improvements, all three
and so
remain
did Super
just as
Mario
fun as they were in
Sunshine,
the late
2002.
90s and early 2000s. It's also important to pick up the collection now, as it'll only be available until
But
March
it's
31st,
available in all
2021.
zones
It's a
out.
win-win for gift receivers. They get to enjoy the games, and should they decide later, they can
Oh,
sell it for insane
yeah,
profit at the
right.
eBay price, inevitably.
I'm telling you.
Number 11, controller for their console.
So the new controller truly is a really amazing piece of kit because it has a lot of
Well,
simple improvements.
nothing
When we
happens.
combine them together,
telling
it
you.
becomes really, really rich.
I'm telling you.
Rather than buying the console itself, think about buying an extra controller for the one they already own. Believe us, they'll thank you for it. Controllers
You
are
think?
certainly not cheap.
For
They
nothing?
cost just about as much as a brand new game, usually around $60. That being said, gamers are more likely to buy themselves a brand new game than a new controller, so you'd be doing them a big favor.
Do me a favor. It's Nintendo.
Many gamers keep with the original controller until it dies or is misplaced, and many refuse to buy extras, meaning local
Well,
multiplayer
still
is
got a
out of
long
the
time
question.
ago.
And with so many
As
officially licensed
usual.
pro and elite
Go for the
controllers on the
PlayStation.
market, the upgrade
I'm telling
is sure
you.
to make a difference. Number 10, Lego Overwatch Set.
The Lego Overwatch Set. Still playing on the game.
You combine Lego with Overwatch,
No,
and you're going to be the
don't you.
hit of Christmas 2020. Lego has partnered with Overwatch and Blizzard to create Lego versions of the characters, items, and places found throughout the game. These collections include the cheaper
That's
Tracer and
crazy.
Widowmaker, Hanzo
I'm
and Genji,
telling
and
you.
Omnic Bastion, all of which will cost around
I
$30.
don't believe that.
I think the
it's a
best
Christmas
thing about
present
the
ever.
Lego Bastion being able to transform like that is that you basically get 2 models in one without having to disassemble the first one in order to build the next one.
There's also the more complex 730-piece Watchpoint Gibraltar set, which will run you $95. No matter which one you get, it's sure to be a hit. There's
Oh,
simply
it's a
no
big
going
hit
wrong
again.
with Lego or Overwatch.
Oh,
Somewhere in the world,
Lego Overwatch.
how heroes play.
Number 9, video game art books.
Video game art books. It's about
Most
an
major
art
video
and
games have an
games coming
accompanying
by.
art book. These are often
Wow.
published to show off the art design of the game, including
Concept art,
character
sketches,
preliminary
and
drawings,
more.
and environmental art design.
Still
All
buying
typically
it.
accompanied by notes from the developers.
There's no need to tell about that either. Artist interview.
The Art of Super Mario Odyssey can be picked up for $18 on Amazon. The Bloodborne official
Wow, that
artworks
was
are particularly gorgeous. Can be
artistic.
found for around $60.
Oh, get
If
out of
Zelda
my
is more your thing, you can
mail.
snag the Legend of Zelda art and artifacts for a decent $30.
You bring
It's a perfect
that.
companion for their favorite video
I
games,
told you that
especially if they have an
before
interest in
then.
art and game design.
I can't wait. The Super Mario the movie's coming out next year.
Corsair LED mechanical keyboard.
Well, that's
These
a keyboard.
keyboards are certainly not cheap, so the person you ask
Still
may
got a
laugh at the
technology.
idea, but just tell them that it's a really, really good keyboard, and that'll hopefully change their mind.
Then I tell you, it's a games coming by.
With a price tag of around $135, it really is a beast of a keyboard, complete with multicolor backlighting, complete customization, and anti-ghosting. This one is for serious PC gamers, but if you have the money and the right recipient,
Still have
you'll
the money?
undoubtedly make their day.
Come on, make my day. Making decisions makes it hard
Number
time.
7, Oculus Quest 2.
Time to break free.
Fresh off the product line, the Oculus Quest 2 was shipped on October 13th, making it one of the hot commodities of the 2020 Christmas season. Like its predecessor,
Hey!
this is a virtual reality
got a Christmas
headset
season
that's
too!
completely capable of running on its own
I'm
without
telling
an
you.
existing console or PC. That said, it is compatible with Oculus Rift titles by connecting the headset to a gaming PC via a separately sold link cable.
Oh boy. Star Wars. Still action.
The only problem is that a Facebook account is required for connection, so make sure the
More
recipient has
play.
one. The Quest 2 runs on the pricier side, but it's a good price for such an advanced piece of hardware.
Quest 2.
Number 6, GeForce RTX 3080.
Yes. That's called inventions. I got a
If you want to
solution.
play video games at the highest
I'm
visual
telling
quality
you.
possible, then you need a good graphics card. That's where the GeForce RTX 3080 comes in. As The Verge cleverly put it,
staggering
this card
performance
provides 4K
upgrade.
gaming for less than $1K.
That's $1,000. The best GPU on the
The
market.
RTX 3080 is a great piece of tech, allowing for relatively cheap 4K and blisteringly fast gameplay. These cards start at $700, with the most expensive clocking in at $850. Hey, no one said gaming is a cheap hobby, but if you want to thrill the most dedicated gamer in your life, then one of these babies is
That's
certainly
for
the way to
real
go.
life, I'm telling you. The ultimate play.
Number 5, next-gen games.
Here they come.
As you all know, both the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X
PS5.
were released in November. So what
That's
better
like
way to
Black
christen a new
Yoshi,
console than with brand
nope,
new next-gen
Black
games.
Yo-
There are some exciting
Wait a
launch
minute.
titles.
Dougie the Black
including
Dinosaur
Assassin's Creed
loves to play
Valhalla,
Call of
the
Duty
Demon's Souls
on the
remake,
PS5.
Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, Watch Dogs Legion, and Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales.
You need to lay
Miles
low.
Morales.
Don't trust anybody and don't take off that
Yeah,
mask.
that's
The
like
bad
the
news is that
Spider-Verse
many
next
next-gen
year.
titles will cost $70,
As well.
a $10 increase from the current list price of $59.99.
This isn't
The
so
good
bad.
news is that not all the
Isn't
games
it?
will cost that much. Assassin's Creed is offering
Oh.
a free digital upgrade with the purchase of a PS4 copy, and Miles Morales will only cost $50.
Oh boy.
Tinkerer!
I see that.
Disappointed, bud.
Number 4, Steam/Xbox/PlayStation Network gift card.
Big screens
Or
are not just for the main
PSN.
pages. As you jump through the different categories, you'll have a really great look at all the content.
Sometimes the greatest
Wow,
gifts
that's a lot
are
of
the simplest
PS3s.
ones. And what could be simpler than a gift
Still
card?
got a lot on
Some people hate
Microsoft.
the idea of giving gift cards as presents, but the
get
recipients
that
never seem to
techie outta
complain.
here.
It really is a
I'm
win-win
telling
scenario.
you.
get to choose how much to spend, pretty much down to the cent, and the recipient gets to spend it on whatever they want.
The
Well,
new store is more
whatever
than
that
twice
is.
as fast, is safer for your whole family, and includes new features to ensure easier use and navigation.
You don't have to worry about giving them a bad game or even a good game that simply doesn't interest them.
really out
Just
of my
buy a gift
snapping
card and
at.
give her. It's easy peasy and makes for the perfect gift.
You won't believe what's in store. Rated R, please, man.
Xbox One X or PlayStation 4 Pro.
Creating intricate depth and image context, like cleaner shadows while preserving crisp details from greater distances.
While they're not quite the hottest
Whoa,
consoles on the market
that's
right
in
now,
real
due to their
life.
successors,
Still
you really
got
can't
the
go wrong with an
shadows.
Xbox One X or PS4
Go take a
Pro,
look at
thanks
that
to their large
aisle,
library
see
of
there.
games.
Enhanced gameplay supports faster frame rates, delivering superior action, which provides razor-sharp control for most PS4 games.
In case you're unaware, these bad boys serve as upgrades to their
Still
respective
got
predecessors,
violence.
offering more power, space, visual detail, and better performance.
That's like in CGI
Sure, they're not
in
on the same
3D.
level as PS5 or Xbox Series X, but both Sony and Microsoft have pledged to support them for many years
So
to come.
display
So we won't
required.
be seeing the last of them anytime soon.
Well, still anytime now. Xbox One X.
Number 2, Nintendo Switch or Switch Lite.
Nintendo Switch is designed to let you play games when and where you want.
Despite being
But
out
this
for more
game's
than 3
coming out
years,
in
the Nintendo Switch is hotter than ever.
2017.
Along with its smaller, younger
That's like 5
counterpart,
years
the Switch
ago.
Lite, the Nintendo Switch
I'm
is an
telling
absolute
you.
must-own for anyone who's serious about gaming, mainly due to the fact that it's got an excellent library of Nintendo games to play.
Game,
With some of the
set,
greatest
and
video
match.
games of all time, such as
Oh,
The Legend of Zelda
boy.
Breath of the Wild
That's
and Super
tricky.
Mario Odyssey, the Nintendo Switch has shown absolutely no sign of slowing down. It's also a lot
Well,
cheaper than its
slow
fifth-generation
down. The course
counterparts
is
at
clear.
$300, so there's something to consider.
Nintendo Switch. Play together anytime, anywhere.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Here we go.
Number 1, PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X.
Baby, been waiting on me. How you doing? Ooh.
PS5 is PlayStation 5.
Next-gen games
Nice
are nice
game.
and all, but let's be real, the console is even better. November saw the release of Xbox Series X and PS5, and every console
Well, this isn't
player
so
will be
bad,
itching to
is
get
it?
their hands on one or the other.
Wow.
The only thing is that consoles
That's a lot
are
of
very
games
expensive.
sometimes.
So that's where you and maybe your friends come in.
And finally, you agree.
If my calculations are correct, you want to see this?
Unlike the past, both base consoles will cost $500 at launch. The price differences are found in the digital versions. A digital PS5 will run you $400, whereas an Xbox Series S, the less powerful
This
digital version,
is
will only cost $300.
awesome!
It'll
Go
be interesting to see
get
which
it!
console comes out on top, and it all starts here,
this
the
is.
2020
This
Christmas
is
season.
So excited! Woo! Well, that's it for the games right now. Well, okay. Here's the final spin, and we'll do that. Okay, Chloe?
Thanks for watching.
Merry Christmas from the last.
Happy
Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.
Hello, my name is Kristian Shaw, and I am going to read to you. I'm going to read to you from the book The Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, Too Fuzzy, Too Furious. For those of you not familiar with Squirrel Girl, she is a superhero, probably the best superhero, the most powerful one. She beat Thanos. Spoiler, but she did. She's so great. She's constantly being underestimated, which is really her superpower, because you should never, ever underestimate Squirrel Girl. So I'm just going to read to you a few pages. Sit back, enjoy the read. This was written by Shannon Hale and Dean Hale. And there's a cool picture when you open it of Squirrel Girl flying through the air. There's her roommate Nancy, checking her out. She's so awesome. Squirrel Girl has the powers of a squirrel, and also the powers of being awesome. Okay, so let's just start it out, chapter 1. Go out and get this book, or get some of the Squirrel Girl comic books, because they're so good. This is what the first page looked like. There's Squirrel Girl, she's hanging upside down. And there's her squirrel friends. Alright. The night was as cool as glass. Street lamps cast orange cones of light onto the pavement, but everything in between them was darkness. Darkness so thick you could gnaw on it. Squirrel Girl perched atop a street lamp 12 feet above the quiet suburban street. Not the kind of place where you'd expect to run into a laser-blasting maniacal villain. Squirrel Girl's bushy tail twitched. Her keen eyes raked the darkness for any sign of that dastardly ne'er-do-well. Then her phone buzzed. Finally! All that waiting was getting super boring. She went for the phone, scooping it out of her pouch on her utility belt. But a bunch of loose cashews spilled out of the pouch and she fumbled the phone. Dang it, she said, diving head first off the street lamp. She caught the cell just before it could crack against the sidewalk, twisting to land on her feet. On her phone was a text from Ana Sofia Arcos Romero, her BHFF. Footnote. That means best human friend forever. By the way, this is me, Dorian Green, aka Squirrel Girl. I'm just going to read along with you and let you know my thoughts down here in the footnotes. Deal? Just so you can see, there's footnotes here. And we're about to go through some text messages. This is a text from Ana Sofia. Are you hidden? Squirrel Girl checked her surroundings in a super sleuthy sleuth way. She was standing directly under the street lamp, orange light falling over her as bright as fire. She leaped up into the shadowy branches of an oak tree in someone's front yard. Squirrel Girl texts. Yep, of course, I'm the most hiddenest. So sleuthy, very stakeout. Ana Sofia text. Good, because sometimes you forget to hide and the bad guys see you and no more element of surprise. Squirrel Girl text. Who, me? Ana Sofia text. Anyway, the Squirrel Girl scouts on the north end of the park saw a laser lady going down Bungalow Road, so she might be coming your way. Squirrel Girl text. Ooh, is that what we're calling her? Because I was thinking maybe light emitting desperado. Because it would be LED or Smashlight maybe. That mama? Ana Sofia text. She kind of named herself already. In the way that she's running around shooting I Am Laser Lady. Oh, just there's another footnote from Squirrel Girl down here after Zap Mama, which is or Luster Lass, Lumen the Undying, Captain Incandescent, Flicker Philly, The Inexcusable Glare, Sun Bunny. If it were me, I would just go as Shine, but I would also pretend to be Australian because with that accent, people might think my name is Shoin, which could confuse and discomfort them, and that's what crime is all about, right? Okay. Squirrel Girl text. Good way of making sure no one messes up your name. Ana Sofia text. Maybe I should try it. Mr. Hanks calls me Annie Sophie. The pain is real. Hate it when people get my name wrong, too. Squirrel Girl text. I'm so on board with you walking into first period and shouting, I am Laser Lady, and you know what? That's a pretty good name now that I think about it. Oh my gosh. Okay, end of text. A voice cut against the cool as glass night, sharp as a diamond. Squirrel Girl wasn't sure if normal humans would be able to tell what the distant voice was saying, but her slightly better than your average person's hearing most definitely identified the words, I am Laser Lady, fear me! Squirrel Girl leaped from the treetop to the next one, and from there to a street lamp, but the shouting faded. She sniffed the air but smelled no trail. In the next tree over, someone was waiting. A small, furry brown someone with a fetching pink bow tied around her neck. Tippy Toe, her BSFF. Footnote. Best girlfriend forever, of course. Said Tippy Toe. You got that right, Tip, said Squirrel Girl, landing on the branch next to her. Wandering around a neighborhood pointing lasers at people is super annoying. Laser Lady might hurt someone. Yeah, Laser Lady is a pretty cool name. Per usual, we agree on all things. Squirrel Girl lifted up her human fist. Tippy Toe tapped it with the knuckles of her tiny squirrel fist. The call began to grow louder and louder. A message was traveling down the chain of squirrels. Laser Lady had been spotted near the park. Tippy Toe scurried up to perch on Squirrel Girl's shoulder. It's clambering time, said Squirrel Girl as she clambered out of the tree and onto a roof. Did you get that joke, Tip? Tippy Toe shrugged. 'Cause I was clambering, said Squirrel Girl, who was in fact still clambering, this time up a chimney. Tippy Toe said, which meant, but clambering implies climbing in an awkward manner, and you're much too graceful for that. Aww, said Squirrel Girl as she jumped off a roof. Your compliment really takes the sting out of my failed joke. And suddenly, there she was, the nemesis of the night, the hoodlum of the hood, the mysterious Laser Lady. "Aha!" said Squirrel Girl, landing on the sidewalk directly in her path. Laser Lady swerved her bicycle to miss Squirrel Girl, because Laser Lady was riding one. A bicycle, that is. Squirrel Girl had never battled a villain on a bike before. Firsts were always a plus. The bike crashed into a tree. Squirrel Girl managed to grab hold of Laser Lady's cape to keep her from crashing into the tree as well, because Laser Lady was wearing one. A cape, that is. Footnote. In my experience, capes are a lot more common among the supervillain lot than bicycles, which is a shame because bikes could totally be evil with the right look. Spikes, chains, evil handlebar streamers, and shocking colors. Back to reading. Excuse my fumbles. It's scary to read out loud, but I'm happy to do it for you. Okay. "Fear me," said Laser Lady, tugging her cape from Squirrel Girl's hand. She looked about 40 years old, white, with brown hair and a trim bob. Sounds like someone I know. She jumped to one side, flipped her purple plastic cape back with a cracking sound, and pointed her laser directly at Squirrel Girl's face. "Laser shot!" she said, firing a red beam into Squirrel Girl's eyes. Squirrel Girl squinted. "Oh, stop that! It's really annoying and could possibly cause retinal damage. I mean, I'm not an ophthalmologist, but you just never know." "Laser shot!" said Laser Lady, aiming the laser beam at Anna Sophia and the Squirrel Scouts who were running toward them up the sidewalk. Footnote. Squirrel Scouts are basically people who think Squirrel Girl is pretty awesome and wants to help me stop evil. This group was mostly students from my school, but you can be a Squirrel Scout too. It's not an exclusive club or anything. "Hey, Squirrel Scout!" Back to it. She's been shining her laser pointer thing at people in the park," said Anna Sophia. "She even shined it at cars." Squirrel Girl gasped. "That could distract a driver and cause an accident." "That's right," said Laser Lady. "I could cause an accident, so you should fear me." With that, while she said it, she was trying to climb back onto her bicycle, but her cape kept getting caught on the chain ring. Squirrel Girl picked up the bicycle. Laser Lady tried to grab it, so Squirrel Girl held it over her head. Because Squirrel Girl is like super strong, like the strongest. "Look, Laser Lady," said Squirrel Girl, "I'm sure it's fun to ride around on a bike and shine a laser pointer at people and shout 'fear me' and all. It isn't about fun," said the would-be villain, jumping up and down, trying to reach her bike. "Sometimes you just want someone to fear you. You know what I mean?" Squirrel Girl smiled as a way to show understanding, but not answer directly because no, not really interested in being feared, thanks. For one thing, she wouldn't get invited to parties, footnote. Even so, I haven't been invited to that many parties in my life yet. Probably the invitations will start rolling in soon, but I was trying to empathize with Laser Lady's feelings just first, so she'd take my advice after, like parents do. "Let's get down to the nuts and bolts of it," said Squirrel Girl. "Why do you want so much to be feared?" Laser Lady shifted her laser pointer at Squirrel Girl. "Laser shot!" But before the beam of red light hit Squirrel Girl's face, Tippy Toe leaped in the air, seized the laser pointer in her valiant jaws, and landed on the sidewalk. Laser Lady's shoulders drooped. Her bottom lip quivered. "No more laser. What am I going to do?" "What do you think you should do?" Squirrel Girl asked, because it was what her dad often said when she went to him with a problem. "Stop shining laser pointers into people's eyes?" "Well, yeah, that's a really good start," said Squirrel Girl, still channeling her dad. "But back to the nuts. You want to be feared because..." "I know," Laser Lady said, and reached for the bicycle, jumped and reached. "I guess it's better than being ignored. I'm sick of being ignored." Squirrel Girl nodded encouragingly. "I hear you, Laser Lady." "You do?" said Laser Lady, jumping and then stopping. "Because today at work, we were in a meeting and I kept trying to give my input, but every time I spoke, Todd talked right over me, just like always. I'd say, maybe we could minimize the negative publicity. And Todd would say, we should minimize the negative publicity, while pointing his laser pointer at the board, and everyone would say, good idea, Todd. Great input, Todd. Till I just snapped. I grabbed Todd's stupid laser pointer and I ran. Laser Lady sniffed. The cape was from last year's Halloween costume. She sniffed again. Bride of Frankenstein. Todd sounds like a real gem, said Squirrel Girl. Laser Lady looked up in surprise, and then belatedly, hearing the sarcasm, she started to laugh. A real gem, yeah, that's Todd. Obviously, your pointer thing there is not the burn holes through walls kind of laser, said Squirrel Girl. This conversation was suddenly super interesting to her. She had known a Todd or two after all. But the pointer lasers are still mega annoying. Plus, it's probably not good for eyeballs. But you know what the real problem here is? Spoiler alert, it isn't lasers. Then what is it? It's Todd, said Squirrel Girl. Yes, agreed Laser Lady. I think you need to tell him to back off. Tell him to stop copying all the time and talking over you and stealing your ideas. That's way more annoying than a laser pointer. You're right. Thanks, Squirrel Girl. That's what superheroes are for, said Squirrel Girl. She put the bicycle back down, which was a relief because even with proportional squirrel strength, her arms had started getting tired. Laser Lady wrapped her cape around her neck like a shawl and pedaled away, dinging her little bike bell. Tick, 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 Tippy Toe asked, holding up the laser pointer. Yeah, good idea. We don't want any other potential villains getting a hold of this, she said, sliding it into a pouch on her utility belt. And that's where I'll stop.